Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alison, this is Sew Like Dotty, and this is my April sewing plans. Possibly / May, and as always maybe subject to change, because even while I've been sort of prepping for this vlog, I've been changing my mind. You know how it goes. I didn't do too bad in March. I didn't quite make everything that I had planned, but I made some things that I didn't have planned, which is okay. So I'm going to start with some fabrics. I'm not necessarily going to use these this month, but I just wanted to share them with you. So these are ones that I picked up at a Stitch In Tyne, our social sewing group, last Sunday. And some I've got plans for, but some might be next year or later. So the first one was brought by Vicky. And it's this gorgeous cotton lawn. How pretty is that? Absolutely adore this. And I think there's probably about 1.3 metres of this. Now, I would really like to make the patina blouse by Friday Pattern Company, but I think it does say about 1.5 metres. This is could happen this month if the mood takes me, or maybe later. But thinking I can just lie this out, see if I can squeeze it out of this. I would do the one with the slightly higher collar. I'll drop a picture and I'm sure you're all familiar with the patina blouse. I do love the colours in this, because although I think it's a black base, it's got all of the colours in that suit, the pinks and different things in there. So that would be really nice. So it's a imminent but not immediate for that one, but it's absolutely lovely. And the next two were brought by Karen from Karen Sews Slowly. I think this one might have been on the table for a couple of months now. I nearly picked it up the last time that I was there. It's a cotton, like a lightweight cotton fabric, and it's this gorgeous sort of, I think it's a bit like cherry blossom. Not got any particular garment in mind for this right now, but I didn't just want to walk away and leave it, because it's really quite me. I think it'll be a dress because there's 3 metres of it. It's not overly wide, but I am thinking sort of something summertime or spring maybe next year. So that's one to go into my stash for sure. Really like that one. Very pale pink, really lovely. And then, because I couldn't get there last time, Karen messaged and said, I brought this fabric, I thought it would suit you. And I said, just hang on to it till next time. And if it didn't, I would have kind of obviously said, you know, please pass it on to someone else. I'm not sure if it might have been in a subscription box or at some point. I'm not sure. It's a jersey. I feel like I should show you it. I'm just teasing you with it. So I think there's 2.5 metres of it. And the colours are absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? And I'm thinking that one of the jersey jumper dresses that I've worn all through the winter, it's not an overly thick jersey, it's quite a lightweight one. So this could be a maybe autumn. I think this would be really nice, and just with some thick black tights. So yeah, just one of either the Peppermint magazine jumper dress, which I've made. You know, if you've watched my channel, I've lived in those dresses this winter. Or I've got a couple of the Fibre Mood jumper dresses, and one of those I think this would be really nice in. So thank you to the guys. I keep gifting things, you know, either fabric I've got left or de-stashing a little bit onto there rather than selling it. I take it there. So we are raising money for charity as well. So they're my newish fabrics. Any other new ones? No, I have just ordered one from Jenny Stitches, but that's not come yet because it's Easter weekend, so it'll be on its way next week. So plans for April, where am I at with things? Firstly, there's a few things going on in April. So Anira goes away, so I'm recording this on Saturday, it's going out to you on Monday. Anira flies Tuesday morning, first thing. So we're going to switch this room into that room. So I'm not going to be kind of totally out of action in here, but there will be a period of time where obviously when we transition and things, I'm not going to kind of get as much sewing done. So I'm conscious of that. I'm also conscious that I'm going to be in France for about 6 days in April as well. So a little bit of an impact onto my sewing time. However, there are things that I want to get made because I've got that holiday and I've got another holiday coming up. So I'm not going to dwell too much on this one. I shared this one with you last month. This is a tumbled... So it's a Minerva Viscose exclusive and it's called Tumbled something or other. I made this blouse. I shared it with you last month. It's too big. I'm not wearing it. I've got this and another 2 meters of fabric. So I'm wanting to see if I can turn this into the Stylac bell dress. I'll pop a picture in here. I have already mentioned it, so I'm not going to go into detail. If there's not enough fabric to make that dress, probably something like the Tilly and the Buttons Indigo, I think there will be enough fabric in. So that's definitely on my list to do. So we'll keep an eye on that one. I quite like refashioning and reusing garments. The one that I've got on today I'm going to share with you on this week's Friday Sews, because I had a whole lovely day on Good Friday. Well, not a lovely day, actually, it was the afternoon, where I made a dress. I updated this dress, I sorted out a jacket, I sorted out a pair of jeans, I sorted out a sweatshirt. So I'll share all of that with you on Friday and anything else I've got up to. This was one of the fabrics that I had for my March plans, and I almost put it back into my little stash here. This is all of my stash, but it is very lightweight jersey, and I've just been mentioning about a jumper dress, and I'm just thinking I might just crack on with that for this month, because it's very lightweight, and let's be honest, I'm sure every vlogger has mentioned this, but the weather in England is pants right now. It's still only running like up to about 11 degrees during the day, so normally by now I'm well into kind of spring, you know, garments, wearing flip-flops on, that kind of thing, even though I might be a bit ahead of the field because I'm always hoping it's warmer than it is. It just doesn't feel like that yet. So I nearly put this away, and I thought, actually, that dress is quite a quick make. I love it, and this would be something that would definitely pack well for France. I had a look at the temperature in Antibes when I'm going to be there, south of France, and it's going to be around maybe 17. So this might be something that's nice just to wear with some trainers if I'm walking around during the day. But I wouldn't wear it on a really hot day because it's got a high polyester count. So I got this at a little shop in Morpeth. They're not online. It was only £4 a metre. But it's really nice. So, yeah, what do you think? Can't go wrong with... I think red and pink, or orange and red, they go together really nicely. I love them. So I've brought that back out again. We'll see what happens by the end of the month. You'll see what I've made. Now, the next one's a little bit of a variation. And I've got Ruth from Seamstress Ruth to thank for this. Although I think Ruth might have changed her channel title, but she's on Instagram. So she shared a picture of a bag from, it's like a cottage core type of bag. I'll put a picture in of the bag, and I saw this a long time ago. I do think the pattern's about £10 or £13, but I don't need a pattern for it. I've got a tote bag pattern that that I created myself. Really easy, just rectangles and straps. And looking at this, I thought, yeah, I think I could recreate that, and I really fancy this bag. Holiday bag, summer bag, I just really fancy it. So I've had this is a cotton gingham, so I have got some of the ginghams that are like a higher polyester count, but this is a cotton one, and it's really nice. So it's quite a small print, and just looking at the picture you can see the bag's in yellow, but I just thought if I do that in blue it'll coordinate with a lot of my things. I can have a little play with some embroidery on it. Quite looking forward to doing that again. Do love the design that's on there, so I can probably replicate something a little bit similar to that. So I'm aiming to sort of recreate that look. Again, there's not a rush for it. I just thought actually it would be nice to make something this month that wasn't necessarily a clothing garment. Because I've got quite a few already, and I've got quite a few that need altering still. So I thought I would give that a go, and I think that fabric's really nice. I've had it in my stash for a couple of years. I think I got it... I can't remember. I think I got it somewhere that's now closed down, sadly. But it's really nice, and I have got enough that I could make a shirt out of it, but I've not yet. So yeah, I think that'll be really pretty. Let me know what you think. I do love that pattern, and I will put a link to the actual pattern in the description box. Well, I'll try and remember. So what else have I got? See, I said there wasn't going to be much, and there feels like a lot here already, but it may not all happen. I have to put that caveat on, don't I? Right, I definitely need to dive back into swimwear again. Sorry, I'm talking to the back. You're talking the back of my head. Last year, you may remember, there was a Fibre Mood special. It was the one that the cover looks like this. And this is the swimming costume that I made. So you can make it, just plain like this, or you can make it with the ruffle. And I made this for holidays exactly like this last year. I made a couple of them. I also made one that was, I think I did the bottoms from the Waves and Wild waterfall, and then I just cropped the top. Now I absolutely loved it. However, you know the whole thing we've got about not wanting tan lines and things. Obviously it's one shouldered, so what I tended to do on holiday was, when I was round the pool, pull this off and sort of just have it, and it just sort of stayed under my arm most of the day. So what I'm going to do this year is recreate this, but just alter the pattern piece so that I'm cutting it straight across here, and I'll just need to adapt the ruffle a little bit to put the ruffle so it goes straight round rather than across the shoulder like that. I do fancy making it in two one piece like bathing costumes. I've got two fabrics that I think I'm going to make it out of. So the first one, might have got this from Stitch In Ink, I think, last year, is this leopard print. So it's like a grey and blue leopard print, so I think that'll be really nice in it. It's got plenty of stretch. I have got lining fabrics. I think last year I fully lined them and then putting the ruffle on, so it was quite bulky, but it worked because I always put a shelf bra in. So I'm not sure this year whether to try it without the lining, because neither of these are particularly going to be see-through, I don't think. I'm not sure. I may line it. And yeah, I'll definitely be putting the shelf bra in. That's really easy to do, and probably easier than you think. So for this one, when I did it with one shoulder, I basically just made the top piece of it, and then you attach it. Obviously you're going to attach it at the top. I didn't attach it in the side seam, so it was like loose underneath. But then what you do, sorry, it's easier to show you on here, even though I feel like I'm pointing at this woman's boobs. When you've got the piece underneath that's like this, you just put some elastic on it so that you stretch it out and it gathers it in. So that goes under your bust, hence the shelf bra. And it just gives you that extra layer of support. Because obviously the stretch, like swimwear fabric, it has got that stretch, but that stretch and recovery. So I just, honestly, I mean, I'm a 44 double D and walking around the pool, I wasn't self-conscious about it at all. It worked a treat, so I'll be doing that again this year. So that's the first one. I have got another couple of swimwear fabrics up here, but they might stretch into May. I'm thinking to get these ones done first. Sorry, I'm just looking for somewhere to put it all. And the other one I've had probably even longer than that one, for a couple of years. I don't know where I got this one from. It is rainbows. So again, it's a navy blue, but all different colours in there. And it's really nice. So the rainbows go in both directions. So there's absolutely plenty of this, more than enough. So I am thinking of making the same one. I know they're a little bit similar. It's okay. I'm kind of trying to stick with the blue base, because then I'm thinking, what will I wear them with during the day and things. And one of the projects that maybe April or May that kind of goes with this but doesn't quite is this fabric here, which I bought from Rainbow Fabrics maybe 2-ish years ago, which also has rainbows on. Totally different rainbows, these ones. It's got a bit of animal print in it and things. Now, they kind of go, but they don't go. But what I'm thinking with this is, I'm just going to make a strapless shirt dress out of the rainbow. Sorry, I've got an itchy nose. Isn't that awful? I'm not getting angry with you, I promise. Probably more angry with myself. So just a shirt, like a tube dress, no straps. Then I can pull that on over this. And then what I would do is the ruffle from this, I would just pull out over the top of that dress. Does that make sense? So, you know, if I was going to breakfast or lunch or the coffee shop at 4 o'clock where we tend to go to, oh, can't wait for my turkey holiday now. We've changed. We were going to Mallorca, and then we realised we were part of that thing where you go all inclusive and you can only have 3 drinks with lunch and dinner. And I don't tend to drink with meals, but if I want a cocktail, you know, maybe about 11ish or something like that, I want to have one. So we've now changed and we're going back to Aquasis in Turkey. I'll put a picture in. It's incredible. It's just, we love it. So Anyway, I digress. And I'm a little bit, I've got to say, I'm a little bit more excited about it. I was looking forward to Mallorca, but I think because we've been here, we just know how beautiful it is. I feel totally chilled when I get there. I feel a little bit more excited. So that's an idea in my head. I think it'll work. Yeah, and that's where I'm going with that. So, as I say, I mean, that's not difficult to do. The shirring will take time, but I'll do it on my cover stitch machine. And, yeah, we'll see how that goes. So I've got one more piece of fabric because you know I'm in love with the Fibre Mood Judy right now. I do still love the indigo. I haven't fallen out with it. And I've got another one of these to share with you on Friday, which is now completed and is gorgeous. I feel like I've got the fitting spot on it and everything. But I'm not a plain girl. Well, like in fabric wise, you might describe me as plain, I don't know. But I do love how this looks in the yellow. However, I'm not a yellow person. But I had this viscose, I think it was from First for Fabrics. It's about £4 or £5 a metre. It's like a bluebell colour. It is absolutely creased to bits. In fact, it's probably going to be easier to chuck it through the washing machine again, re-dry it and give it a quick iron than try and get the creases out of it. But I'm thinking in this, in blue, which is very much one of my colours, that will look fabulous, darling. What do you think? I do make the sleeves 2 inches longer. It's honestly, I know I'm making you wait till Friday, but please tune in on Friday because this dress, oh, it just looks, I'm over the moon with it. Over the moon with it. So I'm thinking number 3 on the Judy dress. Last month I was all lilacs. This month I feel like I'm very blue themed. Well, apart from this, which is everything. I think that'll be lovely. And in all honesty, I had it cut out. And yesterday afternoon, I think it took me 2 hours to make because it is literally just the bodice. I didn't put the back yoke button thing on, placket on. I didn't put a fake one on either. I know a couple of you said, oh, just put it on, but actually it's fine. I won't talk about it too much today because I'll share it with you on Friday. But obviously that just cut down on the sewn time, so it's literally like make the bodice, put the sleeves in, put the skirt on, bish bosh done. Happy days. So I'm thinking that'll look really nice in this blue as well. It's a bonny blue. Is that a proper word? I don't know. I'm making it up, but I really like it. And I've got lots of different things in this viscose. It cuts like butter. It drapes. It's gorgeous. Can you imagine me swanning around in this with my breezy cottage core bag? Very chilled when the sun does eventually shine. So that's where I'm at right now. It could change. I have got a few things to tweak, run in a little bit and things in a bag, so some alterations may get done. I'm not sure. It just really depends how much time I've got to actually get in and sew. So we will see. I will have a full week off work before we go on holiday though, so that's in May. I could get an awful lot done in that week if I need to. But in all fairness, like many of you, I've already got a wardrobe that is absolutely full of me-made clothes. So I no longer feel a desire like I'm going on holiday, I must make this many things. But I definitely need swimwear. Because that one shoulder, although I've still got them, it didn't really work for me last year. In fact, one of the fabrics, I think it kind of lost its stretch, so I don't know if I binned it while I was there. I don't know. I'd have to get the case out, but I'm making some new anyway. Anyway, I am rambling on. So thank you for giving up some time today. I hope you've had a lovely Easter. I hope you've had some lovely sewing and you're all doing absolutely fine. Let me know what your plans are for April in the chat, or just have a general chat with me anyway. You know we like to chat, and I will catch up with you on Friday for Friday Sews. So bye for now.